Hey, what is up, ladies and gents? My name is Prashil, and welcome back to my channel, Synergy X Studios, the home of everything art and tech. Alright, so in my last tech-related video, we looked at the Series 6 Apple Watch. And while I stated at the end of that video that it was the best piece of wearable tech you could get at that price point, and you know what? To this day, I still stick with that claim, as it pretty much ruled the upper echelon of wearable tech. But that watch is not going to be an obvious choice for most people. I mean, it's around 600 bucks here in New Zealand, and well, not everyone has that kind of money lying around. And that's where this guy comes in. This is the Mi Band 5, and that's the product we're going to be reviewing today. So let's get into the review.
Alright, so right off the bat, this $60 piece of wearable tech really comes packed with a whole lot of features that you don't see on other wearable tech at this price point. Now going into specs.
Alright, so this is pretty much the box, and yeah, it's pretty standard, has the Mi Band 5 on it, and yeah, inside all you get is pretty much the Mi Band, the charger, and that's pretty much it, other than the manual. And yeah, so with the box pretty much done, let's get over to the actual Mi Band. So right off the bat, we can see that there is a 1.1 inch, or about 2.72. Alright, so getting to the Mi Band 5 itself, right off the bat, you can see that it has a 1.1 inch or 2.72 centimeter AMOLED full color touchscreen. Now, it's important to note that this is actually a 20% increase from the Mi Band 4. And overall, in terms of the actual physical dimensions, it is bigger than its predecessor. So it is important to note that the bands from the older versions are not compatible with the newer model. And as such, I had to actually purchase some new bands that were only compatible with the Mi Band 5. Now, in terms of the screen brightness, it does go up to about 450 nits, which isn't the brightest screen on a smartwatch, but it is manageable outdoors in most cases, unless the sun is right on you and hits the watch at a direct angle, in which case it does get difficult to read the screen. But I found this to be of a rare occurrence. Now, the resolution is 126 by 294 dpi, and for this particular screen size, the image quality is really sharp and easy to read. Alright, so now on the home screen itself, there is a single touch button which can wake the device up if you haven't already enabled Raise to Wake. Now, what is Raise to Wake? It is a feature that allows you to automatically turn on the screen as soon as you raise your wrist at a certain angle. Now, this button also doubles as a home screen that allows you to go back straight to the home screen after you're done fiddling around in the settings. So in terms of connectivity, it's rocking Bluetooth version 5.0, and I believe NFC is available on some models only. The one I have here does have NFC, but you will need to go into your store and actually have a look at the box to see whether some of the bands are NFC enabled or not. Now, in terms of the memory and storage, it has about 512 kilobytes of RAM and 16 megabytes of storage, which doesn't really seem that impressive, but you know, given the sheer size of this and for the software that it's running, it's good enough. Now, going on to the battery, it has a 125 milliamp powered battery, which doesn't sound like a lot, but because of the actual size of the screen and the software optimization, it is a straight up battery champ, I will have to admit. Now, you will get around 14 days of usage with normal use in a single charge, which for me is a hell of a lot more convenient than the Apple Watch, which only lasts for about 2 days with moderate use. Now, moving on to sensors, it pretty much comes equipped with a standard set of sensors: accelerometer, gyroscope, heart rate sensor, which is over here, capacitive proximity sensor, and infrared sensor on the NFC variants, as well as a barometer. Now, it is waterproof up to 50 meters for 30 minutes, which isn't too bad, and I found that most case scenarios will never be that extreme.
Alright, so with the specs covered, let's get on to the design itself. And now, me personally, I prefer this style of design on wearable tech at this price point. I mean, if you look at the Fitbit, for example, which is arguably the biggest competitor of the Mi Band, they all look, for some reason, a bit too clunky, a bit too chunky, and just outdated in general. And so I feel that in this department, the Mi Band definitely gets a lot of points for its sleek design, which honestly makes it feel as if it just belongs on your wrist. Alright, so when it comes to comfort and just building up on the design itself, this sleek and unobtrusive design makes it so easy to just put it on and off, and even when you have it on, you don't even realize it. Now, this is actually a great and really underrated feature, because when it's on, you can just pretty much go about your day and you don't even realize it's on. It's just that light, it's just that sleek. And this is especially great for fitness enthusiasts because you can go for a run, go for a swim, you can just leave it on and it works just like that. Alright, so now talking about battery. Now when it comes to battery, there's no question that this is arguably one of the best battery champs in the wearable tech game right now. But, and there's a but, at 14 days on a single charge with moderate use, this, believe it or not, is still not as good as its predecessor, which could last 20 days on a single charge. Now that's to be expected. I mean, you've got a bigger and brighter screen that needs to be powered with a smaller battery. I mean, that may shock you, but the truth is that the Mi Band 5 actually has a 125 mAh powered battery, while the Mi Band 4, its predecessor, had a 145 mAh powered battery. And this honestly doesn't make sense, as the Mi Band 5 is actually physically bigger. The body of the Mi Band 5 is physically bigger than the Mi Band 4. So you'd think they'd at least be able to, squeeze more juice out of the battery. But that is actually not the case here, and it is what it is. Now, other features includes an increased amount of sport tracking modes. So with the new Mi Band 5, there are now 11 sport tracking modes as opposed to 6 on the predecessor. There is now more accurate and frequent heart rate monitoring, as well as more accurate sleep tracking. So the connected GPS performance is quite good as well, and it is very accurate. Let's say you're going for a run. It'll use your phone's GPS to track where you've started and where your end position is, which is pretty helpful. And customization seems to be the name of the game here, as you've now got more customizable app notifications. And I found that through day-to-day use, this is actually quite useful. Now, customization of the watch face has been improved greatly, and there is now a greater variety of watch faces available on the actual Mi Band app. Now, overall, I've been using this Mi Band 5 for about 3 weeks now, and I gotta say, it honestly is a great purchase at this price point. Now, you obviously won't get all the features of the higher-end watches, and I honestly think that's a small price to pay. I mean, if you really wanted a blood oxygen sensor, would you really want to dish out an additional $520 to buy an Apple Series 6 watch? I mean, me personally, I wouldn't dish out that extra money. And now I think personally, for most people, this is a great alternative to those pricier options. Now, I feel this way because most of the features that people want are already present here and executed well at that. And I don't think it's justifiable to pay another, $500 just to purchase a higher end watch. For those looking for, just a sportier alternative, I think the Mi Band 5 is actually a great purchase. Thank you for watching, ladies and gents. My name's Prashil. You've been watching Synergy X Studios. And yeah, this is the review of the Mi Band 5. Remember to leave a comment, like and subscribe. You know what? Just tell me what you think. Are you going to get one? I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.